Hello, and welcome to the Handy Capable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. And speaking of tea, if you need to go grab some beverages or a snack or something to nibble on, you can right now. If you need to pause, more than welcome. And also, please don't forget if you enjoy this episode, and I also have to make sure I say hello, how are you, especially if you're new. Hello, how are you? I am the handy capable black woman. I talk about everything from political topics, current events, Reddit issues. Like, am I well, I say absolute horror. But yeah, I cover quite a lot on here. And soon I will be doing interviews with small business owners and things like that as well, book reviews. Don't forget, I also have the handy capable black nerd, which I will have more episodes soon as I get my schedule together. But this is going to be part two of What's Love Got to Do with Having Kids, part two. If you need to go back and listen to part one, please do, because I have more screenshots and evidence of what men literally send me. And that's not, I have many more, but I have so many now that find somewhere to I need to find a site to go on and organize all of them into their own pockets and everything. But yeah, let's get started. And here is the monster scale. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But in the comment section, one of the things you can comment on is rating this guy with the monster scale. Is it, oh, you tried, or I think your next door neighbor is the devil. Be as creative as you want with the numbers. It can look like pie, or it can be as basic as apple pie. Your choice. So, okay, this gentleman's name is Steven, and I believe he's Hispanic or African American. I know he's a person of color, um, but this was the second time we talked on the messenger because he liked me on the dating app and I saw his profile and I was kind of iffy about it, but then I was like, well, okay, maybe it's because I don't really get too many, or most black men say I'm too white, too proper, I have too much education, no black man wants a smart woman, types of stuff. So when I saw him holding a diploma or degree from like higher than high school, I was just like, huh, maybe he'll get me, maybe he'll understand, because usually it's the men who do have a degree that can at least it's a better situation, a better I won't even say click, but at least communication wise it's better, I'll say. Okay, here we go. Are the messages. Can I ask you a personal question? And then I say, okay. He says, how come you never had any kids? You just never wanted any, or do you physically can't have any? I answer, neither. He says, any specific reason? Obviously, having kids over 40 is difficult, but not impossible. But I assume at this point you really not trying to. Yeah, I think he meant T-O, but anyway. So, um, yeah, I reply like, okay, because I'm just, part of me is like, okay, so you're just gonna assume all, like, okay. So then he says, do you not like kids? Was being a parent something you never wanted? I just never met a woman over 30 that didn't at, at least have one child. So I'm just curious, I guess. If it's too personal, you can say that. Doesn't matter. Because, like I said, he's only known me for less than 48 hours. And now he's Like, he doesn't really know anything else about me. And he did like ask me what I did, but the way he did it was very impersonal, and it just seemed like he was on a mission for something not good. So, but okay, I'll continue because after he said the last message, I said, doesn't matter. And then he says, do you still want kids? Because I ain't gonna lie. I want one more before I'm 40, but I'm looking for someone that doesn't have any other baby daddies. So you winning right there. I definitely put one in you. I ain't gonna lie. He's hasn't even talked to me for 48 hours. And one thing with his profile that I noticed, you have kids. Other baby mothers is what I say. Because, yeah, on his profile it says he has kids. So, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. And so, yeah, he mentions just one. My blank will be blank and blank. Is that an issue? And yeah, it's like I had an issue, but I was just like, breathe, breathe, because I was debating, am I just gonna block him? I didn't want to be that mean, but part of me was just like, am I, am I just gonna block him? And I said, just seeing something. You don't like answering questions, I see. I answer all of your questions. You've been responding to them, but no, you haven't been answering them though, lol. And no, I answered all of his questions. And with this, it's less than 48 hours. Less than 48 hours. And then he just like, so to me, it just felt like he's only literally after one thing, because I keep hearing men say that they don't care about our education, goals unless it deals with their wants, achievements. Many only care that we are submissive and can clean after them. Oh no, they also want us to, and have their kids, and then they call it babysitting, but we have to call it parenting. So, yeah. Is that really fair? Is that just? Ah, yeah, no, no, it doesn't make any sense. Because, especially, he has a child, he has a baby mama. I'll repeat, he has a baby mama, but he only wants to target me because I haven't had any kids and I don't have a baby daddy. So, he maybe needs to find a woman that only has one baby daddy, maybe just one child. So then their relationship is balanced, because it's not fair that you're looking for a woman to not have any, but it's like, but she has to accept you having them. It's like, how is that? Like, to me, that just reminds me of Nick Cannon in a way. So, I mean, some of those women might have, I don't know, but I don't, it just makes me cringe because I'm like, really? And just reading through the messages again, it's like he's assuming. And I wanted to answer him and tell him, I want to be married. I want to find someone that I think would be an amazing father. If I found someone that I clicked with, that I dated two guys, like combined 12 years, and they wasted, like people are like, oh, that wasn't a waste of your time. Yes, it was. But I thank God I didn't have children with either one of them, because my uterus would have been mad at me. my brain and my uterus would have been mad at me. So, but it's just it's just amazing because he's able to make such huge assumptions. And also, he only cared about my uterus. He didn't care about, like, because I'm going to give you the lowdown about, because the first day, I stopped talking to him because I was like, okay, he needs a break because he's just trying to get, like, you know, because we start chatting, and next thing I know, he's like, what are you doing this weekend? And he didn't really ask anything else. And I was like, oh, well, I think I said I'm going to be working on projects or, I don't know. I was like, yeah, I forgot my answer, but usually I'd say working on my projects because I work on my projects every weekend. And oh, and I said that I'm stressed out or something. Yeah, it was something where I'm stressed out, I'm working on a lot of projects. And he was just trying to find a way to come over to my house and then, or take me to dinner. That was the first day. And he did not know anything about me. And even with, so what do you do for work? And I told him, but then the thing is, it says so on my profile. If you want like, why don't you look at my profile? I'm honest on my profile. So that's one thing I don't really like is when you first meet somebody and they literally ask you the questions on your profile. And if it's a catfish and then you know it's a catfish, like normally I wait around and then ask later to see like if they forgot their answer or if they changed their profile already for the next person and everything. Because sometimes I've taken screenshots of, oh, now you're a firefighter. Oh, now you're in the army. Oh, now you're etc. etc. So, but this guy didn't care who I was. He only cared about the uterus. Only thing. Because he's not looking for a relationship at all. Like the first day, his plans was just to come over. That's it. Oh, and I do have a little bit more tea to spill too. Because there was like, I don't know why, it's like lately I've been getting several guys say they're interested in me. Oh, but and also I'm gonna have the catfish series starting very, very, very soon. It's gonna be next week sometime. But this one gentleman, he was handsome, and oh my gosh, like the pictures of the dogs. I love dogs, but the way that the dog was, like the expression on the dog's face when he was in his arms was like the cutest, sweetest thing. It's like you knew this dog trusted him. And so I was like, you know what? I'll talk to him. I'll see what's up. And since he has chatting and friendship on his profile too, I think I was like, if not dating or whatever, it's like at least maybe we can just be friends. And so we we start texting, and then he asked for a picture, and I was like, okay, can we just video chat? Because like I know how the catfish do, so and part of me was just like, is he real? I'm not sure. So, but yeah, we video chatted the next day, talked for about an hour, and I told him about my YouTube channel, and he has his own YouTube channel too. So I was like, wow, that's so cool. I was planning on asking, do you want to meet up at a cafe, work on our channels together and talk and stuff? But yeah, once I showed him what this episode was gonna be on, and I shared the screenshot, oh, he ignored me. He wanted nothing to do with me. It's sometimes it's kind of funny how a lot of men don't like when women prove how awful humanity, especially, well, for me, men are or men can be. They don't want me proving that. They're so disgusted because I've had other men, don't you don't you be doing those episodes. He was like, no, that's not fair. Maybe he was just having a bad day. Maybe he just thought you were so beautiful and he was upset because you didn't meet your standards. Well, maybe because since you're a Democrat and you're not dating any Republican, you shouldn't be so unfair for Republicans. You should allow them to be who they want to be. I am allowing them to be who they want to be. So, okay, so that's going to be a different episode, but you do not know how many men message me telling me that I need to date like a man, whatever political party he's in, or I need to allow the man to be whoever he is. And the fact is, I am allowing him to be who he is, but I'm not going to, like, I should be compatible with who I date. And compatibility with me, I'm huge with politics. So, but yeah, I'll talk about that in a different episode. But I just, I say all of that because this gentleman right here has no idea about my goals, about my dreams. He has no idea about the nonprofit I want to start. He has no idea about the books I'm writing and creating. And actually, I'm creating something new for Etsy. I will show you guys in the next couple of episodes. And he doesn't know about, like, well, even the Catfish series, the Reddit series, and things that I'm trying to do. And there's just, he has no idea. And he doesn't care. That's the crazy thing. He does not care. So, with with that, it's just annoying because, like I said, he is allowed to have multiple baby mamas. He is only attracted to my uterus because it has not produced a baby. And it's like, I don't know, it's like he asked me out to dinner within the first three messages without knowing me. He cared nothing about me, nothing at all, absolutely nothing. And it's sad, it's pathetic, it's repulsive because if you want to have a baby with somebody, shouldn't you at least be attracted to them mentally and physically? I don't even know if he was, I don't even think he was attracted to me physically. He just saw a uterus that has not produced. So, literally, I do not think he found me attractive. Not at all. And that's kind of like the creepy part, too. It's like he was willing to just have a baby with me and not like, to me, that's heartless, vile, evil, disgusting, like sexist, misogynist, like But I mean, these are all. It's all my opinion, but you can tell me what you guys got out of these messages because I'm more than a uterus. I have like, as you guys have seen my videos. If you're new, check them out. You'll see at the end of this episode some of my children's books and activity books and some like my creations that I have made that are up on Amazon will be on other websites. Let's just say I'm one person and I'm one person and this has been really crazy, but I love it. It's exciting, but crazy. So, but at the end of the day, I remember when, or I kind of told parts of the story, but this is the same gentleman, and I know I blocked out the date last time, and so now you guys see it was at 5:55 on 6/6/2022. Time goes by so fast. Yeah, this guy asked me to be his girlfriend on our very first date. We talked on the phone for hours. It's like sometimes it was like 10:30 or 11 at night until 7 or 7:30 when he had to like get ready for work and stuff like that. But the reason why he broke up with me or, well, cheated on me, or he ghosted, like basically ghosted. But yeah, if you have to listen to the episode, there's a combination of all three. And this is also the guy for my podcasters. If you remember that episode with the cracked door head, like, yeah, I don't know if I can say just the first word, but cracked door head, the trailer trash, yeah, that episode where that's what the neighbors called the woman he left me for. um but yeah, that was my boyfriend technically. And I mean, it was more than just technically, so, but I, one day, maybe I'll find someone else who will talk to me for hours on end and write beautiful messages. But now part of me wonders, does he just have these messages copied and pasted somewhere? Oh, and this is not the full thing too. I have the full message as well, because he texted me like right after he got off the stream, off my stream. Sorry, it's like it won't let me fit the whole thing, and it was like this beautiful long paragraph of. But part of me just wonders, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna type it out in Google and see what I find. I want to see if he actually wrote this out himself. But he probably did, because most people who like with the make your cheeks hurt, the cheeks on my face. It's like, I know some people might wonder, like, ooh, make your cheeks hurt. No, it's not kinky. It's not. This time it's not dirty or kinky. Um, but there were nights where he would make me laugh and smile for like I said, we talked for so many hours in the night where the cheeks on my face would hurt, literally hurt, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, stop making me smile, stop making me laugh, my cheeks are hurting. And so he might, like, maybe he added parts, I don't know. But I have met some men who have amazing qualities. He was such a gentleman. He was so sweet and kind. And with my disability, he was always like, okay, how can I help you? What's up? And with the things I did on my own, he was like, oh, you don't need my help. Oh, okay, you're good. And he was like, oh, yeah, but I mean, you can use me whenever you need me. But then I'm like, yes. But if I'm able to figure something out or do something out on my own, I never want a man make like feeling like I'm dependent on him. I want him to be able to know he could step away from me, not be scared of me because of my disability. So, but yeah, he has great qualities. But one quality that I'm very thankful he ended the relationship was, yeah, this is the episode where he forgot our first date was at his house. So, and he typed it into the Uber because, well, long story why needed to get an Uber to take me home. But yeah, so I took an Uber back to his place because I wanted to see what was going on, and that's how I got to know the neighbor. Or I met the neighbors on our first date, and oh my gosh, there was a sweet old lady. She was like, "Oh my gosh, she's a princess." And so when I got to the parking lot, she was just like, "My black princess, my African princess, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, you're just so sweet. Why'd you dump him?" I didn't dump him. And so then, blah, 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 blah. You can listen to the other episode and everything. Because then his best friend, one of his other neighbors, comes out the room. He's like, "Why'd you dump him?" I'm like, "What? Why is everyone saying I dumped him?" And then find out that I just finished one of my children's books one of the days that we were still together. And I took a picture of the screen because I was so excited. Because I'm like, yes, I'm going to publish my third children's book. I think it was my third. But then I sent him a picture and he was like, "Oh my gosh, that's my baby. Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Congratulations." I didn't know that was going to be the biggest mistake. But it wasn't, it was a blessing at the end, but at that moment it felt like the biggest mistake because he said that when he saw that and he thought about it, he was like, "You have so many goals, and I will only push you down. You have so many dreams." And like, he is one of the ones that spent time in prison twice. He was like, I just want to make you happy, but I don't think I'll be able to make you happy. You're too good for me. Literally, he said I was too good for him. And so then I found out that he was still doing some of the things he was doing in his past. And he was like, what kind of author would want to date somebody that dot dot dot? And then his best friend and I, we were because at first we were just laughing because I was pissed off, but I was laughing because I'm just like, "Oh, do you know about Sylvia Plath?" And we both of us, we started to like tag teaming. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're a reader too?" Yes. And so it was like we were just laughing because we were like, we both knew the history of some of these authors and everything. So, but anyway, yeah, this is how I feel right now about men and everything. But it is what it is. And at the end of the day, just be you and your wonderful self. And know that you're more than a uterus. Men, know that women, because I just did a talk about women and pregnancy and everything like that. And I'm saving money. Well, one, I like to, like, the house that I want to buy and everything, and then get my businesses fully together because I'm working on like I have 8 different ideas to stream, like, of 8 different streaming ideas for the business. So, anyways, long story. But one of them is with my novels. And my first novel, The Super They Drained Out of Me, I'm working on that. And you guys need to work on your dreams and goals too, because I'm going to keep working on mine. And so far I have majority of these projects up. I'm still working on getting London's Tales finished being edited and everything like that. But that one, oh, I'm so happy with that one because I'm going to be working on book 2 and 3 soon. And then the maze activity books are going to be coming out pretty soon. And then I have reading bingo that's going to be, yeah, let's just say so many different ideas and children's books and other novels. But one reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel is to tell everybody who has been knocked down, everybody who's been told you can't do this, you can't do that, either because you're a woman or a person of color or because of your disability or LGBTQ or your religion or anything like that. Don't let that stop you. Don't. Be your wonderful you. But I will see you guys soon. And like I said, I have so many stories and novels that I don't even know if you're ready for. This is one of my new main characters that I just finalized the look of her this week, so I'm really excited. You guys stay good. I am the handy-capable Black woman. I am a woman. I am of color, and I am handy-capable. But most importantly, I'm human, and you are too.